Most people think you need a backyard and a bag of charcoal to get a decent sear on a ribeye, but this little machine is trying to prove that theory wrong. It is surprisingly compact for something that claims to hit 450 degrees, and honestly, it feels a lot sturdier than those flimsy plastic grills you usually see in the clearance aisle. The stainless steel finish gives it a bit of a professional kitchen vibe, though it will definitely show fingerprints if you are the type who likes to keep things spotless. What really catches the eye right out of the box is that viewing window. It sounds like a small detail, but being able to peek at your burgers without lifting the lid and losing all that precious heat is a massive win. You don't realize how much you miss that until you have it. Now here is the thing about the performance. When you crank this up to the max, it actually delivers. It gets hot enough to leave those dark, crusty grill marks that you usually only get from a high-end outdoor setup. The 1500 watts of power behind it mean you aren't waiting around forever for the green light to pop on, which is great when you are just trying to get dinner on the table after a long day. It handles everything from delicate shrimp to thick pork chops without breaking a sweat. The temperature dial is smooth, and it feels precise enough that you aren't just guessing between low and high. The non-stick surface is PFAS-free, which is a nice touch for anyone keeping an eye on what they cook with. Food slides right off, and since the plate pops out, you can just toss it in the dishwasher. That is where this thing really shines, the cleanup. Most indoor grills are a nightmare to scrub, but because the drip tray is tucked away underneath and the lid comes right off, you aren't spending 20 minutes scraping grease out of corners. If there is a downside, it is the footprint. It is not exactly tiny, so if you have a cramped apartment kitchen with zero counter space, you might have to do some rearranging to find a home for it. Also, while the window is great, it does get a bit foggy during the first few minutes of cooking, so you have to wait for the steam to clear before you get a crystal clear view of your steak. It is not a deal breaker, just a minor quirk. At the end of the day, it does exactly what it promises. It brings that high heat searing capability inside without the hassle of propane or lighter fluid. It is reliable, it is easy to clean, and it actually cooks food properly rather than just steaming it like some of the cheaper alternatives. If you are craving that grilled flavor but don't want to deal with the elements, this is a solid, no-nonsense piece of gear that earns its spot on the counter. It is not trying to be a fancy gadget with a dozen useless settings. It just wants to grill your food well, and it succeeds at that.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.